Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Jerry 27's Nerd Cave. We're talking about video games, comic books, the occasional action figure, and sometimes just the overall state of video games and video game journalism. I see through my analytics that about 90% of viewers are not subscribed, so I would love it if you subscribed. If I give you a reason to subscribe, I will take the subscribe. That was a lot of subscribe. But now that I've wasted 30 seconds of your time, because you're not here to see me talk about that, you are curious about the game Slitterhead, that is one of the Silent Hill 2 creators' opuses. I'm not going to try to say the gentleman's name because I will butcher it, and I find that more offensive than other things, of butchering someone's name. But he helped create Silent Hill 2, and he created the Siren games. And this is kind of like a mesh of both of those games. It is a body horror type game, and I'm going to stop there because I am super thrilled. I pre-ordered this because this is one of those games that's going to be one of those niche, worth a lot of money games eventually, like The Devil's Third, Rule of Rose, stuff like that. I think this one will have more traction and a better print run than Rule of Rose, but I pre-ordered it. I rarely pre-order a game, but FOMO hit, and I pre-ordered it from Best Buy, and I got this super awesome Day 1 edition. FedEx dropped it off, and I was like, what? And because it was in a box, usually they put it in a shitty little envelope and stuff gets mixed up. But got an awesome soundtrack, and composed by Akira Yamaoka. Hope that's right. I actually need to listen. Wow, 2021. They've been working on this game for a while then. But yes, very sweet soundtrack. Still sealed because I wrapped this in a comic book bag once I got it. Little thing to hold the actual disc. I haven't even looked through it yet. I was just super stoked, but I really wanted to play the game. Some stickers that are protected in a baggie, which is smart. I think these are pretty sweet. I don't know if I showed them or not. Obviously, that is the studio. Oops. That is the studio bokeh. Yeah. Bokeh. Bokeh. Something like that. Studio. And then an art book. That has a nice warning label on it that it contains spoilers. So I'm 6-7 hours into the game, so let's just kind of take a peeky peek here. All right, okay. It shows you all right, so this is who you possess first. You play as a disembodied spirit. What was this? I haven't been given the name of the game yet. He calls himself Night Owl, but his name is Hayoki. Battle across the dense and cluttered streets of Kwolong as Hayoki, an entity devoid of memory and physical form. Hayoki is driven by one thing alone, a desire to eradicate the monsters known as Slitterhead. And so you possess people to fight the Slitterheads. Now I'll kind of get in. I don't want to. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, I mean, you've seen these in the trailers, like what they look like, but it is super sweet. So let's get to the game. You play as that entity, and you possess certain people that can adapt to your power, and those become your rarities or companions. There are more rarities in the game than I thought there would be, because I am at a point in the game right now, where my stickers, where I need to find a rarity to move on with the story, but I wanted to film this because I don't think not enough people, in my opinion, are talking about this game because it's not a AAA, big budget, Call of Duty-esque, super backed by advertisements. They announced it once and I jotted it down, and then when it got the pre-order date, I put it in my Amazon wish list, but then I got it through Best Buy because you can do pay in for at Best Buy. I love paying for. But yes, you can. I guess I don't know how to put it. You possess them, and then it's like a symbiosis. You can talk to them. So far, I have 3. I need a 4th now to continue on with the story, which is kind of cool. The combat is good but it's it's like playing a very early PlayStation 4 game combat-wise. Graphics are great. Graphics are creepy, but also kind of early PlayStation 4, late PlayStation 3. But hey, it's a double-A game. It has no message in it other than to kill the Slitterheads, and I'm really loving it. I'm not even going to try to explain the controls, because this is a game that you have to play and play it all the way through, if that makes sense. Like, you can't really jump away from this game and go back, jump away and come back for months at a time. Maybe a couple hours or a day or two, a week if you have to work. Sorry, my hands are super dry. But, so the D-pad has your special moves that you can activate with the R trigger. You battle with the square button, block with the L trigger, and you can like deflect by using the right thumbstick. And the deflecting allows you to build something where you can slow up time, but I haven't been successful at it. So I just wail on these things. And while you're wailing on them as one of the actual prime possessed, you can possess like normal people like my fat ass, who will also come out with a blood weapon and start just wailing on the Slitterhead. It's creepy. There's a lot to it. The only thing, excuse me, I don't like is kind of what I didn't like about Metal Gear Solid 5 is it's not super linear. You have to go to the like your little hub world and you talk to the people you've possessed to further the story and stuff like that. You have to replay certain missions to find other things and other rarities or companions. I'm still a fan of just straight shotting through a game. It's kind of why I stopped playing Alan Wake to play this, because Alan Wake 2, excuse me, is not the game that I expected it to be. It's more of an artsy fartsy thing, and I put 11 hours into that. But I want to go to Slitterhead, so I put 6 hours into this puppy recently, and I would buy this. Obviously, I bought it. But if you like horror, if you want something different that's not like the norm, it's not the typical Capcom Resident Evil remake, or it's not it's an original as frick game. We don't get a lot of original horror games anymore. When we do, like Callisto Protocol, it's given a bad rap. I enjoyed Callisto Protocol. I think I'm one of 10 people on Earth that liked it, and it sucks that Glenn Schofield left Striking Distance Studios, because we're never going to get a sequel. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was fun. People didn't realize that you should play it as a fighting game, like a Street Fighter thing. But hey, I enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy this too, because it's mostly melee combat, very visceral. The Slitterheads, when they like morph into bigger ones, very, very creepy. I would highly suggest you get this before it disappears. I just have a feeling it's going to be one of those games that in 5-6 years, it was like, man, you remember Slitterhead? I should have bought it back then. Like, if I had the money, I would get another Day 1 edition and keep it sealed, because I just have a feeling. But, and I want to support Bokeh Studios, Eggseed Games, and all these creators that went out on a limb and did something different. So have you played this? Let me know in the comments. You're going to pick it up. I would love to hear about any horror games that I might not know about. Because a lot of people forgot about this. I like talk about it a little bit with buddies and stuff. They're like, oh, I forgot about a game existed. I better go find it. So hopefully you can find it. I know it's downloadable, but fuck that shit. And you saw all the cool stuff if you get a Day 1 edition. But let me know in the comments. Did you play it? Are you going to play it? What horror are you playing? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all guys soon in another video. Yes, it's November, so it's time for horror, right?